yogis. Thanks for tuning in. Today's yoga is going to be called If You Can Breathe, You Can Do Yoga. As most of you know, if you've been to our live classes or did some of our videos, you'll see that Jill and I do very basic beginner yoga because we believe that anybody can do yoga. We do like to show you guys the modifications. And during this time of year, at least for me, if you live in the Midwest like I do, or in Germany where Jill lives, it is cold. And when you're cold, what do you want to do? You want to stay wrapped up in that blanket. You want to stay in bed extra 5 minutes. You don't want to get up early to do the workout before work or even after work. You want to just come home, eat the heavy soup that you made that tastes delicious, by the way, and sit on the couch and warm back up. So this is a challenging time for a lot of us, and if you can't make it to the gym that day or even do your at-home workout, we challenge you to at least do some yoga. Stretch that body out. It is super important this time of the year where we pack on the pounds because we just want to stay bundled up. I get it. I'm a Florida girl living in the Midwest. I get it. So today, as always, I'm going to show you guys modifications, and everything is beginner. So I promise you, no standing on our head, even though that is great. And one day we'll all get there, but we have to start somewhere. So go ahead, we're going to go ahead and start in mountain pose. Let me get my little music started. Oh my. We're going to go ahead and begin in mountain pose. That's going to be our feet are hip width apart. We're going to inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale down. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Hands to the sky, feeling the breath go through the body. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Warming up our body for the workout to begin. Inhaling positivity and exhaling negativity. One more here. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We're going to go ahead and do chairs. So you're going to inhale, hands at the sky, exhale down. Like you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Sitting. If you're working on your shoulders today, you can simply bend them. Or you can keep your hands here. Inhaling up through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. This is your workout. Find your perfect pose today. One more here. And maybe back in the center. The next pose, we're going to inhale, hands to the sky. And we're going to keep them up. If this is too much, clasp your hands. I'm not sure if you can see in my video, but you can have your hands pointed up or clasped. Inhale, and then exhale, inhale, and you're going to bend to your favorite side, and exhale forward. Inhale, bend to your favorite side, and exhale forward. You don't want to hurt yourself, so you just want to bend as far as is comfortable for you. One more each side. Inhaling and exhaling. And exhaling. Go ahead and bring our hands down to the side of our mats, and we're going to do a forward fold. Inhale, hands to the sky. Swan dive down, hinging at the hips. Bring your hands all the way down. And from here, we generally will go to a downward dog, but I have this, we're going to do a dolphin. So a dolphin is, instead of downward dog being on your wrists, you come down on your elbows. Head is dangling between your arms. Making sure we're engaging our core. It's just a different variation from a downward dog, especially if people have trouble with their wrists. This one is good too. And come bring your knees down and come to child's pose. You can do extended child's pose. Recentering yourself. Before we get too comfortable, I'm going to come back up to downward dog, and you're simply just going to walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale down. We're going to do a little bit of balancing. So good for you, your core, and actually your overall body. So we're going to do a tree pose, but I'm going to show you different variations, modifications, so everyone can do it. So some modifications are, simply put your foot out. You can bring your foot to your ankle. You can bring your foot to underneath your knee or above your knee. This is whatever works for you. You want to find your perfect pose. So go ahead and find where you want to place your foot, and then choose. Once you get that, say here, my socks are just. Once you find that perfect pose here, it helps if you concentrate on something that's not moving, and then bring your branches where you want them to go. Inhaling and exhaling, engaging our core here. Do the same thing. For this one, I will do a modification to show you guys. So find your foot placement. I do mine under my knee here, and I'll choose, and then choose your branches. Down. Since we're already standing, we're going to go ahead and do the one-legged prayer. I'm going to show you some modifications for that as well. And turn to the side so you can see. So the one-legged prayer first is this. Take your leg over your knee, not on it. We don't want to hurt ourselves today. It's simply sit. It's another balance pose, engaging our core. But if you're not there yet, that's no problem. I'm going to show you from the side what a modification is. You're going to take the bent leg, put it on, you don't have to do your tippy toes, but on your toes, and sit. Engaging our core, making sure all the weight is on the opposite leg. And sit. So go ahead and choose your perfect pose. So I'm going to go ahead and place my foot above my knee, and sit. Nice stretch in the hips. Make sure we're placing all the weight on the leg that's on the ground. Warming up the body. And come up. And now we're going to do the other leg. For this one, I'll do the modifications to show you guys. I'll turn sideways so you can see it. Take your leg on your toes and simply sit. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. With the balance poses, it's super important that we breathe because we tend to hold our breath during these poses. And come up. Try to head down into the seated position. We're going to have our feet. You're going to have your feet, you can see me, together like this. And we're going to butterfly it out here. And you're simply just going to lean forward. Have a nice inner thigh stretch. and come up. Go ahead and take your favorite leg out and go ahead and stretch for it. Don't clasp your, you don't want to clasp your ankle. Just stretch for it. Nice inner thigh stretch here. Making sure that our spine stays in alignment. And come up. And go on the other side. And stretch. Nice stretch here. And make sure our spine stays in line. And come up. And go ahead and you can choose to either crisscross your legs, but if that hurts your ankles today, you can simply place them one in front of the other. Take your hands, place them on top of your knees, lift your chest. You may choose to shut your eyes for this pose or keep them open. This is your workout. In yoga, there's no judgment, no expectations. We simply just ask you to be present in the moment. Yoga is about self-care, living an active lifestyle. Being present is ever so important as we live our crazy lives. Give yourself this time to feel your body and thank your body that you're able to do this workout today, and thankful for everything that is going on positive in your life. Before we get too comfortable, go ahead and come to the side. We're going to do a boat pose. So for boat pose, I'm going to show you the modifications. For boat pose, you can simply sit back here, bring your feet up, and lean back. If this is where you can be, then this is perfect for you. Make sure that when we're in this pose that we're engaging our core though. Okay? For another one, you can come here. Feet are still on the ground. And you're coming back. Core is engaged. If this is where you are in your workout, that is perfect for you. And then the actual boat pose is coming up. Bringing your feet up off the ground. Core is engaged. And your hands are out. Okay? So go ahead and choose your perfect pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Another modification you can do is like put one foot down. And come down. Go ahead and do that one more time. Find your perfect pose. I'll go ahead and do this modification on this one to show you guys. Actually, there we go. And come down. Since here we're going to go ahead and roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to have our palms down on the earth. Feet are going to be knees are going to be slightly bent. You're going to push up for bridge pose. Make sure when you're in bridge pose that you're engaging your glutes. For a modification for bridge pose is you can come down just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way up. This is a great workout here. It's a nice stretch. And come down. And then you're going to roll your feet out in front of you. And you're going to take your favorite leg to the sky. And then reach up to touch it. That's it. When you're reaching up to touch it, make sure your shoulder comes off the ground. And exhale up. Inhaling down and exhaling up. If that is too much for you, bend your knee. Making sure our shoulder comes off the ground. One more each side. Inhale. Making sure we're breathing. One breath, one movement. Now go ahead and take your hands over your head and stretch. Stretch like someone is pulling your hands and someone's pulling your feet. Give your body a nice stretch. And release. You're going to come down, placing your palms up to the sky. On this pose, some people choose to grab a blanket, especially nowadays when it's cold. I ask you for just this moment to let all life's worries fall to the mat. This pose here, as it may seem physically easy, is mentally one of the hardest poses in yoga. Letting it all go on the mat and being simply present in the moment. Do not think about the laundry, the work that has to be done. Simply feel your body. If you would like an added sensation, take your thumb and slowly glide it against each finger. When you're ready, come up on your mat. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in today. And as always, follow us on Facebook and Instagram and like and subscribe to our videos here on YouTube. And if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate